You may feel like you're stuck today. You could never accomplish a dream, never overcome a problem. It's been too long. You've missed too many opportunities. God is saying, no, get ready. I'm about to shift things. Doors are going to open for you that have not opened in the past. The people that were against you are going to suddenly change their mind and be for you. That problem that's dogged you for years, looked like it'd never change, is going to suddenly turn. We all face things in life that try to push us down. It's easy to lose our passion and think that's the way it's always going to be. But God didn't create you to be overcome. He created you as an overcomer. He put something in your spirit called bounce back. Bounce back means when you get knocked down, you don't stay down. There's a force breathing in your direction, making things happen that you couldn't make happen, giving you strength that you didn't have. It causes you to rise up. And because you have bounce back, that difficulty cannot defeat you. It may hold you back temporarily, but it's just a matter of time before you rise back up. And you may have things coming against you now. Thoughts tell you you'll never get well. This pandemic has ruined your finances. You'll always struggle with this addiction. Don't believe those lies. You may be down, but that is not your final destination. God is saying, get ready to rise. Get ready for favor. Get ready for breakthroughs. Get ready for healing. What was meant for your harm, God is turning to your advantage. Micah said, rejoice not over me, my enemies, when I fall, for I shall arise. He wasn't complaining about the trouble. He wasn't discouraged over being knocked down. He understood this principle, that there was bounce back in his spirit. In the middle of the difficulty, he was speaking victory. If you're going to come out of that challenge, you have to do like Micah. This problem didn't come to stay, it came to pass. God being for me is more than the world being against me. I shall arise. When you say that, forces of darkness tremble. When you declare, I shall arise, angels go to work. No more, it's never going to change. My business will never make it. My child's never going to get back on course. Zip that up. If you talk defeat, you're going to have defeat. Say with Micah, yes, I've had difficulties. I'm not denying the problem, not acting like it doesn't exist. All I'm saying is I'm not staying here. I shall arise. I will see God's goodness. My latter days will be better than my few years back. We had a big hurricane here in Houston. I noticed all the different kind of trees that were blown down. Huge oak trees, 3 or 4 feet around. I saw pine trees over 100 feet tall laying in yard after yard. Big trees, small trees, none of them could withstand the hurricane force winds. There was only one type of tree that wasn't blown down. It was the palm tree. It's because God designed the palm to withstand the storm. Unlike the other trees, the palm is able to bend so it doesn't break. A certain kind of palm can bend all the way over to where the top is almost touching the ground. During a hurricane, it may stay that way for 3 or 4 hours, all bent over, looks like it's done. But when the wind dies down, the storm is over, it stands right back up to where it was before. All these other trees down on the ground, what's the difference? God put bounce back in the palm tree. It may get pushed over, but it's only temporary. Psalm 92 says, the righteous will flourish like a palm tree. The reason God chose a palm tree, not oaks or pines, is He knew we would go through storms. He knew things would try to push us down and keep us from our destiny. So He said, I'm going to make you like a palm. I'm going to put bounce back in your spirit. And you may go through difficulties, a loss, a disappointment, but at some point the winds will stop. The storm will pass, and like that palm, you'll come right back up. It can cause opportunity to find you. He has unexpected blessings to where suddenly you meet the right person. Suddenly your health improves. Suddenly you're able to pay your house off. What happened? You came into a shift. God breathed in your direction. What used to be a struggle is not a struggle anymore. What should have taken years happened in a fraction of the time. Now, you may feel like you're stuck today. You could never accomplish a dream, never overcome a problem. It's been too long. You've missed too many opportunities. God is saying, no, get ready. I'm about to shift things. Doors are going to open for you that have not opened in the past. The people that were against you are going to suddenly change their mind and be for you. That problem that's dogged you for years, looked like it'd never change, is going to suddenly turn around. This is the year of the shift. Because you've honored God, He's going to put you in a position that you could have never attained on your own. It's not just your education, not just your talent or the family you come from. It's the hand of God shifting you to a new level of your destiny. And I'm not just trying to make you feel good today. I'm prophesying a shift is coming. A shift in your health, a shift in your finances, a shift in a relationship. It may not look like it in the natural, but we serve a supernatural God. He's about to breathe in your direction in a new way. The enemies you've seen in the past, you will see no more. The addictions, bad habits that are holding you back are being broken, and God's favor is being released in a new way. It's going to propel you forward. What should have taken you 40 years to accomplish, God's going to do in a split second. The shift is acceleration. The shift is going beyond where you could go on your own. The shift is overcoming what a medical report says is impossible. The shift is seeing that wayward child change his mind and get back on the right course. The shift is having your best year when the circumstances say you should have a down year. The shift is seeing Jehovah Jireh, the Lord our provider, not only provide, but do exceedingly abundantly above and beyond. Mark chapter 6, Jesus was with His disciples, and so many people were crowding around. He told them to get in the boat so they could have some time alone. Verse 32 says, they departed to a desert place. People saw where they were heading. When they arrived, there were thousands of people waiting for them. Jesus began to teach them. Late in the day, the disciples said, Jesus, it's almost night. We're out here in the desert. There's nothing to eat. Send the people home. Jesus said, you feed them. They said, with what? We're in the desert. We don't have food for all these people. Jesus asked them for what they had. They gave Him 2 fish and 5 loaves of bread. Verse 39 says, Jesus told the crowd to sit down in groups on the green grass. 3 times in this passage, it says they were in a desert place. Now He's telling them to sit on green grass. The people were tired, hot, hungry. Jesus hadn't multiplied the food yet. They hadn't received the miracle. But while they were waiting, God gave them grass in the desert. He made the hard places easier. He didn't stop them from going into the desert. He didn't keep them from the heat, but He did lighten the load. We all go through desert places in life. Problems that should overwhelm us, giants that should defeat us, bad breaks that should make us bitter. But somehow in the midst of these challenges, there's a force sustaining us. We feel strength that we didn't have, courage to keep moving forward, grace to endure. We look back and think, how did I make it through the loss of my loved one? How did I overcome that sickness? How did I raise that child that was so difficult? It was God giving you grass in the desert. God making the hard places easier. Without His grace, we would have gone under. Without His favor, that sickness would have defeated you. Without Him breathing in your direction, you wouldn't have made it through that breakup. He didn't stop the trouble, but He did keep the trouble from stopping you. You could have fallen apart. You could have had a nervous breakdown, gotten bitter, but God gave you green grass in the